He probably a trainer over here.
So
He
the thing
probably
about it
hide
is,
at his
though,
other job.
facts. But the thing about it is, right? It's not really about. It's not. It's not about measuring up to Michael Jordan, right? Because Michael Jordan was a shooting guard. It's about measuring up to all the other centers drafted in the NBA. I don't give a damn what their rank position was. I don't care if they was drafted first or 199. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
true.
when if you are a center in the NBA right now, listen, people, when everybody on old book, tune in because I gotta tell y'all something. When you jump into any type of thing, there's a ranking system. I'm sorry, people. We didn't create these. I didn't wake up one morning and say, let's rank the world. You
Yeah,
know?
that's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
people, they take shots at me like this, Don. That's like saying, why draft you? Talking about me as success.
Facts.
Why draft you and you're not making hits? That's what you're saying about Kwame Brown. I say, well, that's fair. You have that. I put myself on the
Out
charts
there.
or
Right.
in position for you to rank me, judge me. Now, if I don't ask you, hey, every day, where you rank me? Am I top 10 rappers alive? Am I top 10 rappers alive? That don't mean I don't think about it.
Word up.
I mean, come
So
on.
do you think he's about to snap?
So
Nah.
the thing about it is, I've been reading that narrative, right?
Mhm.
And that's where I question like our journalism
Mhm.
and journalists in particular, right? Now, Don P, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question because you're an artist, right? Now, myself, I've transitioned over to the point where I'm an artist, but I'm also kind of in the journalist world, right?
Right.
Where I get to report
Right.
things and say things and give my perception. Now, do you think that we have the authority or we have a position rather to take in consideration one's feelings when reporting our stories, like as long as it's accurate?
Nah, I don't think so. Because they
Because
don't care
it's
about our feelings. This is to be honest. You know, I am like, but be open with it though.
Facts are facts.
facts are facts, right? And like, listen, I think this, right? Like
She said
Charlemagne the
it.
God, Charlemagne the
Macaroni
God
and cheese.
apologized earlier because of his comments pertaining to Kwame Brown.
I didn't like him.
And I
Me
didn't
either.
like him either. He threw
Me
his whole
either.
family under the bus. It was weird, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like news media, and like when something happens, it's like they bring out the worst in you, and it's like that wasn't even the worst in him. Like that
Yeah.
was
Facts.
And they
When
don't just bring it out of you. They put your family on display, everything
listen,
around you that has, you know what I mean? It went from one
everyone
thing to
that's
the next.
watching, I want people to
That I don't
understand.
like.
Yeah, I want people to understand the position, right? Because, like Don P said, that right there, putting families on blast, putting other personal stuff on blast, is that the point when a person has provided you so much content as to why he should be on blast? I mean,
Right.
let's talk about the fact that he scored 1 point in one game. Let's let's let's
He was
let's
still
talk
the
about
number one.
let's talk about the fact that he didn't finish play more than 50 games in the 82 season, not one time.
How many rings he
Let's
got though?
let's talk about the fact that he has 0 rings. But
Yo,
there's a lot. Charles Barkley has 0 rings, but we
yo,
wouldn't call Charles Barkley a bust.
never, never,
But you
never,
know what was more of an interesting
never.
conversation, guys? Because do y'all realize this? Only in basketball, only in basketball are only the black athletes considered bust.
Yeah, because honestly,
A white athlete can't be considered a bust
why
in
not?
basketball
any
because
athlete can.
it's honestly, I this is my position, and you guys are more than welcome to hear me and
And then,
challenge me on this. But this is my position as to why white people cannot be considered bust in the NBA. Well, that's a black man sport. That's the only sport that is expected for black men to dominate in. That's the only sport. I mean, so when a white person makes it to that level, he's already gotten cool points because you've made it to the NBA. And if you show any amount of skill, they're not gonna compare you to white men or white men before you. They're gonna start comparing you to black men.
Like,
And you know what's
absolutely.
crazy? When you're an elite white player, they're only gonna compare you to low tier black men. They're never gonna compare a white man to Kobe or Jordan. They won't. They
They
won't.
they 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 did it when it was Larry Bird. White man can't jump anyway. This man is funny.
See,
I like
see
that.
now, see now, Larry Bird is amazing, but do you realize that they never say LeBron is the next Larry Bird or plays
Ever,
great like Larry Bird?
ever, never, never. Who do
That's
they
a
compare
good
to Larry
point.
Bird?
I didn't even think of, I mean, I just thought about it when you said it. Like, I don't see them really comparing people to at all.
I'm just
Never.
saying, in the NBA,
And they had to compare Larry Bird to Magic Johnson. They was like, I'm like, damn.
so in the NBA, if you talk about the goats, the players that are considered goats are already not centers. Period.
Facts.
I mean, no one's
Word.
going to be like Shaq was the best player ever. Damn sure I have. People will argue down about Bill Russell. He got like
Will
13 rings.
Chamberlain.
You know, people will argue down about Will Chamberlain. You know, they're like, what? What? They're 7
Word.
feet. They're 7 feet.
Word.
That's the argument. They're 7 feet.
The 7 feet. Like there's an advantage.
So when we start talking about 7 footers, I ask anybody out there that wants to talk about what we should be talking about. Let's talk about the fact that nobody in the fantasy era has ever picked Kwame Brown on their fantasy basketball team. See, people
Yo.
don't like the fact that I talk like this, Dog P.
Yo,
But
listen, Six.
you know what?
You
But
You know
you
what?
hear me quiet sometimes? Cause this
Yeah,
is amazing. Cause I'm hearing you talk like this out loud to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Dog
know,
P,
you a different breed to me. Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
was the
I
first
know.
walking alien I seen in my life.
Yeah,
Like, oh
listen,
shit,
I
his
hear that.
aura is different. You feel
I
me?
hear,
His aura is totally different. That nigga glid to me and shit. Oh, what's up, me? Smoke this. I said, what's that? Let me hit that. You
so,
feel me?
hey, Dog P, man, the last time that we was in DC together,
Yeah.
we was talking about you working on your project,
Oh yeah, definitely coming out right now. I ain't
bruh.
gonna tell y'all what month yet.
Now I've been seeing the snippets, and
Yeah.
for a lot of people are not hip right now. So take this time to get people hip. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? What you been
All right.
doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to everybody who listening and paying attention because this is my first time on here and it's amazing. Shout out to Jezebel Six for doing this for me. You know what I mean? And this is crazy because usually I'm the face behind the phantom. Y'all never see me. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
But
huh.
y'all hear a lot of my songs, a lot of artists that I write for, different things like that. But I have a project coming out soon at the end of the summer called Pyro P. It's crazy. Yes,
Yeah.
Pyro P is coming out. Also have a project coming out with Graph, Dope Gang Porter. Um, and it's called Family Ties. It's coming out in the middle of this summer. I'm also on Graph's
Yo.
newest project. Can't say nothing yet. He just did something with Jonah Lucas. So when they talk about that, I'll talk about it. You know what I mean? I also have the
Yeah.
clothing line. That's what you see, going where it needs to. So I
Yep.
got something for the ladies. I got something for you, Jezebel. You already know Six is on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
definitely keep y'all more in tune to what's going on. But I got like a video for every song on the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
And some of them, yeah, video for every song on the project, and some of them gonna coincide to each other like a movie. So they all gonna have the same cover art and all that. So you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I've been seeing you putting in the damn work,
Yeah,
son. And
yeah, man.
it's like trippy because you stay silent for like, in my opinion, too long.
Thanks,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? In my
Right.
opinion, too long because a lot of people don't understand. See, look, this is where I talk about on here a lot. a lot of people don't understand how to move in this industry, right?
Facts.
They get scared and they
Facts.
run to work. They run to Walmart and they run the same Walmart in them and get safety, right? But
Absolutely.
you actually was like one of the first artists I think I saw. Like, hold up, fuck
Yeah.
it, they fucking with my shit, but
I'm
niggas
gonna
acting
push
like
it.
they ain't feeling me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you feeling him when he's saying the exact words I just
That's
gave him. It's
that's it.
amazing. Like, so you found that niche is like,
Hmm.
So now I
You know
know
what I'm
y'all
saying?
like my words. My words is my
That's it.
niche. Like, what's
You
okay?
just you just gotta find people that like me. I'm always willing to listen and learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm always gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, because that's all I got. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Whether you
yeah,
believe it or not. But my life is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
wouldn't believe that I'll be in 5 states in a month. You're like, what? Doing what? How? This ain't really have shows. You know what I'm saying? Where you from
DC.
Denver? Nah. DC. You already know. Harlem in the
You
building.
from?
That's where I'm at right now.
But you're in New York right now.
Yes, I'm in New
Yeah.
York in Harlem right now. We literally in the city.
Are y'all open? And have you had a
Yeah,
chance?
we open. Masses. The mass got off at the day before yesterday at 12 in the morning. So where everybody, some people, lying about their vaccination, some people not, some people got their mask on, some people not. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
So
got y'all
that's
carrying around y'all report card.
not, man. They can't tell you to do that shit. This is like the new world order out here, man. You know what I mean?
That's
This is like you know
that's
how it is
what
in DC
I
too.
understand. How can you, like, when they say, like, I went somewhere to the water park and they were like, "Are you vaccinated?" "Oh, okay, you don't have to wear a mask." And I had my mask on and I was just looking and I was like, "Well, how did you didn't even ask for no confirmation? Like, this person could have been lying." Like,
They
Yeah.
definitely was. Was it a Thursday? People be lying on Thursdays. No way playing.
Nah, look.
Yo.
Let me tell y'all. Like, I saw the report cards, and
Mhm.
like they just write your name on them.
Right. That's it.
So I also heard that the doctors have to actually keep track of the report cards, and they have to like tally them up and how many they write out and who has them and shit like that. Like, these report cards are a big deal. So how long do y'all think before we can buy bootleg report cards online?
Shit, I heard somebody giving them out from CVS because he stole them or some shit like that. It was a nigga on the news out here stole like 1,500 of them since it was giving them. He in jail right now. It's crazy.
Man,
Niggas is
see,
doing shit. You know that, yo. You can't keep
are we
something. Once you
legitimately
tell
not
us
scared
about
of
it,
COVID
we know
anymore?
about it.
So
Huh?
are we legitimately not scared of COVID anymore?
I don't know. What is COVID officially? That shit is everything mixed in one if you dying in seconds, nigga.
I think COVID was Donald Trump. I think that was code for Donald
You
Trump.
gave it a person? No, wait.
Now, like,
Yo,
I do,
Donald Trump?
I do. Now, I don't think that he did it. I think that that was the government's way of saying we gotta shut this shit down. You
yeah,
know,
I think so.
it's like, you know
So you
what?
don't
He's
think you
had
don't
too
think
much
it was a
fun.
way to you don't think it was a way to take off 250,000 people?
Nah, like I like that's also a way to shut a nigga down because no one's gonna
That's a
vote.
lot of
No,
people.
no one
I
gonna
never even
vote
had a
for a person. No one will vote for a person that let 250,000 people down his watch. You know,
ever
not on that American
ever.
land. Hell
But
nah.
you know what? A lot of and some of those didn't even really die from COVID. They just started putting that on people's death certificates.
Yeah,
Might as well
yeah.
say it. We're about to get
Might as
cash for it.
well.
Might as well
Look,
say it.
all the
Word up.
uppers they got together. They was like, "Hey, start a new party, one without the Don." You know,
Oh,
they
well,
started sitting. they like start one without the Don, new
say, hold
party,
up.
and, and
Ask
the
his
Don
cousin
was
right
like,
there to come see
they
him,
say
the
he
one
was in
that's
the White
crying
House
all
like,
the time.
he's like, anybody heard from John, Jack, Michael, Ron? No one's texted me in days. What's going on? And then the text message finally came out. President, there's COVID around. And
Yo,
next
it's
thing you know,
crazy.
he's like, why didn't no one
COVID.
text me? His whole
Yeah,
Alert
party
me.
chat finally started going off again, you know?
Yo, that's
But
crazy though.
they
yo,
shut
That's
so
it
are
crazy,
you
crazy.
ready to start touring?
Yes, you know why you're man. I can't wait. Graph for them right now. Shout out to Graph. Shout out to Dope Gay Porter. Shout out to Baker. Shout out to Maxwell T. Big Dope Gay in this bitch, man. They right now, they in Arizona. I just came back from PA. You know, I had to get my life fluctuated right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm here because keep it tall. Look, this is tall. Look, this is a fact, right? This is all I do all day. Sorry, let me turn out the light. Look,
Oh, you
I
recording?
record every day,
Uh-huh.
all day. You feel me? That's all I do all day.
Dog, so like, yeah, I have not. So since I've moved down to Atlanta, I cannot record in my home anymore.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I love my house, but the energy for
Energy is
recording is
wrong.
off. It's like I don't know if I need to
You
get a
ain't play none of
plant,
my shit.
a
You ain't
lot.
play none of my
You,
music in your new
you
house.
know,
That's why you ain't record no shit.
you know
You ain't
what?
play none of my music in your house.
That is cap right there. That is major cap because you're on my playlist, so I have no choice but to hear your music. You know what I'm saying? Because
He text me and say that shit.
I only play my playlist. I don't play nothing else, and I add shit that's hot on it
Yo,
so that I know what
facts.
I'm hearing and what I'm getting filtered
Yeah.
in is good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But like, cuz when I tell you like trying to record in the house, it's just like I don't know.
Facts.
It's just weird.
Shout out to
I don't know.
Rap a Lot too, DJ Hard Hitter, man. They supporting everything that I'm doing as an indie nigga. You know what I'm saying? Showing love, giving advice and guidance, because they, you know, they don't have
So
to. And some people, that's what I'm telling you about these relationships. Back to the question you said before. You feel me? About how do you feel with the, you know, with the, they've showing you love, and then you know, then some of them
yes,
not. You know what I'm saying? It's really like the love. You know, they say you get what you put out. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Tell them.
So me, I got over 500 shows under my belt. You know this about me. You know what I'm saying, Six? Like I do shows everywhere, low key. I've been on 3 30-day tours back to back to back with Royce the 5'9" Layers tour. Met everybody, and you know I could go
Yeah.
on and say these things and names drop for days, but I took that as a learning experience on how to do me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How to make sure everybody officially, when you're in these places, getting your BMI number as soon as y'all doing this, so you could break the split sheet down on who needs to get what. You know what I'm saying? The bigger word in the music business is business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the music. So you can put it out. That's why you like, oh, these whack ass niggas is, but they eating, nigga. Because they know
It's
business.
crazy.
They studying
And
it. You know what I'm saying?
and like exactly, and like what people don't understand is us being artists.
Yeah.
The reason why you hear people say this is sport, this is sport, or this is all entertainment, this is all entertainment, is because no matter what, all of them tries got the word business behind it.
Yeah, it's an entertainment, but don't think it's fucking WWE, my nigga. This shit is raw like
Well, you know
just a
what?
nigga
You know what's
UFC
crazy?
out this motherfucker.
Have you ever went to a WWE live joint?
Yeah, that shit ain't suspect neither, nigga. This
Man,
shit is
listen.
hard.
When I
You
saw,
feel me?
I'm a wanderer, right? So I'm watching the WWE and I'm watching the big screen because I'm thinking that this is cool. And the big screen started counting down 10, 9, 8. And I'm like,
9,
oh, what's
8,
happening?
facts.
And they going ham in the ring, like going ham. And then that joke hit 1 and they paused and it hit 0. That just said commercial break, and they all went back to their corners and started cooling. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Talking to each other. You alright? Alright, good. They like,
we were watching the commercial on
While it turned
SmackDown
black.
that was on TV at the time. So when the
Word.
commercial was about to come back, they did the countdown and they walked back to the same position they were in before the commercial break.
Yeah.
And then it said break, and then they started it right back up again. I
Mm-hmm.
said, oh, what in
the middle of the fight. Breathe it.
So
Yeah.
after that, I was like, yeah, I couldn't be a wrestler, but I could be a wrestler. I didn't know that it was just like this. Like, but if you were a wrestler, what what would your wrestling name be, Don P?
Me?
Yeah.
I never thought about being a fucking wrestler. I never even thought about being 6 feet tall. And we talk about 7 foot Kwame Brown. This is crazy though. Let me tell you what my wrestling name would be.
Would you be like a luchador? Would you wear a mask?
I would definitely wear a mask.
So you would do some flips and shit off the top rope.
I definitely am not a gymnast. No, I can't do no flips.
Okay, so you
I don't know. I'm probably would have to be some karate type Bruce Lee. I don't know. My last name would be Lee. Whatever fight I would be in, my last name would be Lee. Black as shit.
We could call you Don P. Leroy.
Don P. Lee. That shit sound crazy right there. I might drop a mixtape like that, nigga. You heard? Look at her face. She like,
Hey, cuz, I promise you what, if you do drop that project, I want a verse.
I definitely.
So look, my weekend was
Definitely.
John lit, young. Like I walk into the studio, right?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
And
shit.
there's like hella people in the studio, but no one is just like letting you see what's going on inside the studio, right? So now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, we found a smoke session and we cooling in the smoke session and shit, right? Because I'm like, all right, as long as weed's around, I'm
We
happy,
good.
right?
Right.
So after like the fifth or sixth J, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, who in the fuck is in that studio?
That's crazy.
So
And that
everyone's still
being hot
smoking
too.
this shit. You know me, I gotta duck off and figure out who is in this studio because they got niggas all going, like niggas quiet as
Crazy.
hell. You know what I'm saying? Ducked off in the smoking section and shit. Man, I'm in the studio with Atlantic Records and shit. Whole time, didn't even know it, right? So you know, once I found out, I had to weasel my little self on it back into that studio session.
I
And
call it
bro, like,
wiggle. You got the
yeah,
ill wiggle. You be
yeah,
around
I had to
everybody.
do it.
You
I
got the
wiggled my way
wiggle.
through. I was like, excuse me,
Word.
excuse me. Made my way by the door. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the door opened, I'm in there.
Ah,
Dang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working, everybody killing. So I'm in there meeting a lot of interesting people, right? And I'm learning a lot of things like, oh, everyone is getting ready for the world to get back open. Everyone's looking for the next great thing. Everyone's looking for that new sound. However, the sound sounds the same. And it's like,
and I sound like nobody. Let's get that clear. I sound like me.
yeah, bruh. And I'm realizing what's more important, right? Because when I'm thinking about Kwame Brown, you know, and I'm thinking about opportunities bestowed upon me,
Hmm.
and people were comparing me to Kwame Brown, which I felt good because I'm like, if
As the number
if
one pick.
you're gonna compare me to a number one pick, that's great. You know, like let's work with this narrative. So I started asking myself, well, what's more important, getting there or performing well while I'm there?
Can I
Right,
keep going? Shit. Go ahead.
right.
You're right.
So it got me to thinking to myself. Now I perform well here, but am I there? I'm there. Am I performing well? These are questions that I guess I can't answer, right?
Only the others can answer them.
So it was amazing to me because, like I said, all of this Kwame Brown stuff got me to thinking these narratives, right? Like, are we being too mean? Like, are we being too hard on the man? Someone said he made $60 million. What if you made six? And I'm like, wow. When does become a money talk? I mean, because it, if I wanted to start comparing them to that, then do I start comparing them to now my favorite millionaires? And do I
Mm.
say, well, hey, well, Kanye West is a billionaire. So
Wow.
what's 60 million to a billionaire? So then are you a winner? Well, Michael Jordan, LeBron James is a billionaire.
Like,
And
listen to this though. Michael Jordan did pick him.
Michael Jordan did pick him. And I asked
Michael,
myself, is it better to be picked
yo, shout out to
or
DJ
to
Pony,
perform well?
cause he
You
got
know,
me feeling like he picking a Michael Jordan right now. Like, shout out to
you know
DJ
what?
Pony, my
What?
brother in the building, cause
Now
he's
see,
he's six.
is he picking? That's funny because people are gonna ask you.
Mm.
People are gonna ask you now because you have weighed in your opinion. Now the thing about it is Kwame Brown never played college basketball.
But he made it to the NBA. Well, most college players never made it to the NBA, and that's
Now
their goal from college.
what is a rapper's NBA,
NBA.
so to speak? Is it a record deal?
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
What
it's
would
the money that come with it. It's the M's that everybody talking about. Like me, I ain't never gonna sell my soul to get the mark goals. Mark those because those gonna be rapper lines. I ain't never gonna do that because really, what's your goals? I'm just happy my son. I can teach him how to do something and create a business before I even, music is like my outlet. I could teach him how to be something else. My son buys his own toys. He don't even know it. Nigga have his own DOL papers. He's a model. But he thinking daddy buying it, but he taking them cool pictures and wanting to do it post on the wall. And he getting chicken.
Yeah,
He
and
already got
that's
his
how
own
you
paper.
do
Nigga,
it.
three though. He three. Mind
Yeah,
you, So me saving the bread and showing him how to do it. Once he's able to understand, he'll know now how business goes, and he'll know he's his own business. You know what I'm saying? You could work, but you also create something too. You're your business
Now
yourself.
the crazy part is though, like our scale is way different. Any like because a lot of people have been thought of the name Anthony Bennett, right? But Anthony Bennett is still playing professional ball, just playing for Turkey. I mean,
Can I ask
so
a question? What made Stephon Marbury leave the NBA and be like leave the NBA complete? Because some niggas left and came back, but Stephon Marbury left and stayed over there and
and
was
it had to be
comfortable over there.
what we have to understand. We know it's the system, it's the ideology, it's money made, right? But the thing about it is, we don't rank we don't rank people by the money that they make.
Nah, they talent. God give a shit.
Like it's and what's weird is how many times have we heard the most richest person still be the most corniest motherfucker in the room?
Majority of the time, that's why you got people like me. You feel me?
But like so like I ask myself, I be like, all right, so what are people asking me? Because like I was
Yo, bro,
asked, someone
when
said,
you got a
someone said,
consultant like me, you feel me? It's been niggas that have been millionaires for 30 years and never had sex, and you know what I'm saying, that whole time, but had hours with me as a consultant and then fuck more than 30 missions in less than 30 days and be like, man, you the man. You can hold my name back. You can drive my LP. And I'll be like, what? Oh,
and
here, cut
see,
this check. It's different
and
things,
see,
people, you know?
you're you're terrible for helping Manuelas get their groove back.
I wanted to say something. You asked what would be the NBA for the music industry,
Yes.
and I was thinking, I was like, would it be like the major art? I guess the artist that's backed by the major labels, like everyone that we hear on the radios. If you when your music that league, because it's only a few of
Yes.
those people, up there. I guess.
Yes. It is that is exactly the level when you reach the NBA. The moment that you're or a professional level when you're receiving sponsorship and when you're being paid to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just be real, guys. In college, you're paying to go to college or you earn a scholarship by all the work that you've done and you're paying the school way because if you play well, they make a lot of money, you
That's
know?
true.
Um, and at that point when someone calls your name and say, now we're gonna pay you to do this, you
Mm-hmm.
turn into what we call a professional. You know? So now you start asking yourself, like, all right, what's playing well? Are you winning awards? Like, are you getting accolades? Are you winning what people call championships? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, no, maybe not winning championships. Maybe
Okay.
not,
Right.
maybe
Right.
not winning awards and Grammys yet.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are, 11 years, 12 years in the game, you know?
Yeah.
And the simple expectations that people put on you the minute that you say I want to be a rapper or an artist. Let's just not even say just a rapper. The minute you say I want to be an artist, let's say the minute you say I want to be an entrepreneur, the expectations that get put on you. If you go to your friend and you say I want to start me a clothing line, he ain't gonna say compare you to being naked. You know, he ain't gonna compare your clothing line to being naked. He gonna look at you and be like, hey, that polo, that don't look like no polo though. You know, and if you make it look like a polo, he gonna say that's fake ass polo.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna give you the benefit of the doubt for just making it.
Like,
Listen,
damn, my
you ain't
nigga,
gonna
you
get the
almost created
benefit
some
of the
shit
doubt.
like Polo. What you think we could do with that?
Like Don P, you're not gonna get the benefit of the doubt for just making your album.
Nah, nah. I know.
It's
I know.
crazy.
I
Like
know.
I'm doing my album release. My album
I
drops on
know.
the 6th of June.
Yeah.
I'm doing
How
my
you feel
release.
about that?
Man, like I'm anxious about it.
Hmm.
Right? This is my
Hmm.
most anxious project that I've been really most anxious about. Only because you create you create a persona with yourself when you don't realize it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then when you it's you a real dangerous person when you embrace the persona that you realize
You
people
realize
have
that you
put you in.
created.
You
Yeah.
know that you realize you created, right? So
Right.
it's like I don't know if people, yeah, I don't know if people look at me like the villain or the hero. You know,
Yeah.
someone said to me, you know, Six, you jive like an intimidating person,
What's
and I
the
was like,
dude? What's the black dude that had the show on Netflix? He's a superhero, but the bald head dude. But he be beating shit up. Um, I forgot his name, man. Yo, that's what you are. You like, I'm gonna do the right thing, but it's gonna be, a little
yeah,
hands on.
like it's crazy
All
because let me see, Yo Gotti is dope, but not award dope. Correct. But see, like that's a different type of that's what we talk about. Like it's still professional. Like a person playing in Germany, like and playing in Africa, like Jermaine Cole, they're still
right.
professional athletes,
Yeah,
right? Because they're being paid to do it. That's that level of professionalism. But come on, that's not NBA
yeah,
level, right?
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
we still got to call them professionals
Mm-hmm.
because someone is paying them to put on that outfit, that
Right.
uniform. They represent something. They represent somebody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like we act like our position is where we can put ourselves at. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's not for me to say I can't come out and say I'm the best rapper. And even if I get 10 people to say that, it's 10 more people that we gotta win over there. And then
That's
10 more
true.
people after that.
Over there,
You know,
it's a lot of
like
people.
I had to talk with some youngins. I say, yo, what do you want to do with your music career? He said, man, I just want to like reach out to a lot of fans and reach a lot of people. And I said, well, how are you doing that? He said, I'm just talking to everybody, anybody and everybody. I said, well, what about the people that's already your fans? He said, what about them? I
He
said,
said, "What about him?"
what have you done for them? He didn't understand the question. I said, well, how you expect to keep fans if you don't focus on fans and
That you
fan
already have.
appreciation? I said,
Mm-hmm.
do you realize that why I asked you, did you have what are you working on? What are you doing? And you're like, I'm not putting out anything because I want my fan base to build up. And I'm like, well, what about the fans that are already watching? They gotta wait until you get to an imaginary number in your head.
In your head that don't really exist. Like, come on, bro.
The sad part about it is we know who put that on his head.
Yo, whether one or a million, I'm performing the same.
Man,
Yeah.
but we know who put that
I'm
on his
giving them
head.
my all the time. I'm gonna treat it
Can
personal. Yo,
you
da
say
da da da.
that one more time for the people in the back?
Whether one
Can you say
or a
that one
million.
more? Yeah.
I said whether a one or a million. I'm gonna treat it the same. I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
my all. I'm gonna be as personal as like Six. Like, yo, bro, what you working on? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be as personal as a conversation. And that's my performance. This is why people come from different states to see me. Like, I ain't know how to feel. I'm still in the like me though? Me though?
I
You know what I'm
remember.
saying? And that's how I
You
feel.
remember. You remember that show you came to that I had, and it was like 10 people in there,
Yeah.
and you
You
was
remember
like,
that?
"Hey,
Damn,
just
that's
let me
crazy.
know." He said, "Just let me know when you ready, and I'm gonna perform. It don't even matter." I said, "Nah, man, you came all the way from New York. I'm not about to have you perform for 10 people. Just give
Word.
me some time." He was like,
Word.
"Nah." He said, "Nah, the show gotta start." You know what I'm saying?
I like
Yo,
that.
it was 5 girls there at the table. I done went to the bar, ordered drinks, and sent them to all the chicks with the red dress. Don't even tell them I did it. Yo, they introduced my name. By then, it was like, ow. Now that shit done turned to 20 because all the niggas see the girls get hype, and they still like, yo, what
Yeah,
type of time? By the time the end of my set, and he let me go unlimited. That's one thing about Six. He'd give me, and I got songs for hours, right? I could be
yeah.
like, for hours, right?
By the
All
time he
types of
got
songs. Yo,
finished
give me a girl
performing,
song.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
yo, word.
Packed. You know, show had
I will rap
started.
to my mouth
Everyone was
dry,
like,
like,
we'll come in
word.
now.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's
Now they
like
want to
I,
see.
I like
performing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
Six,
like,
you want to know what I have a problem with? when I be performing, people be quiet. Like at the end, I don't remember who told me that. Like, yo, I'm like, why they be so quiet if they fuck with it? He was like, yo, they don't even know what they just witnessed. That's why they so quiet.
Nigga, I remember the show,
Yo,
and
I was like, what?
I told my man I was gonna bring this show up.
Word.
But I remember the show you came down, and all the niggas was like, they was like sitting there looking at your shit, and I'm sitting there watching you get to it. You went over to Pony, and you said, you know what, Pony? Play that other shit. Don't even play that joint.
Word.
Started going smacking the whole club. I was like, oh Lord. He said,
Yo,
you know
let me
what?
tell you, it's
I don't know
crazy.
why they here hating and
Crazy.
all mad. But let me get on stage before I have to use this in here.
Word. Real talk. I meant that though.
I said, oh man, we can't bring New York out. We can't
Yo.
bring, it's like too much New York, too much DC. You don't know which
But it was
avenue you're
crazy. They
gonna
didn't
get.
even know that we was all together though.
Right. That's what be more
They was
hilarious.
circled by everybody who brought me down here was behind them shaking their head like, don't do it. I'm like,
That was
all right, but I
hilarious.
gotta look up and still keep the show going. So I made it part of my show. Why
Yeah,
not?
nah,
You know what I'm saying?
like it was like professional and the only way that you really could do that
Word.
joint. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying? But it also showed people like, you know what I'm saying? When you do come, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be all rowdy and all that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how rowdy your boss is, you know what I'm saying? But one thing about us, we always show the love like consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, no matter what state we in, where we at, we gonna make sure somebody there, accommodate you, you know what I'm saying? And get
Yeah.
straight to it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause man,
Because
like
it's supposed to be that
that's
way. I see you a certain way. So for me, if I don't see you doing it or being that
facts.
way, I'm gonna make sure it's there for you to be that way. Cause I know how you used to
Facts.
be at home, cause they know how it is, different places. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. We just gotta use our connections.
Yeah, like that be the most amazing part about everything that a lot of
My
people
brother,
forget.
I gotta, you gotta give me 1 second.
Take it out,
Let
take
me,
it out.
all right, say no more. Hold on, how I'm doing this.
That be the one thing that a lot of people seem to forget. You know what I'm saying? We have to know how to cherish our relationships. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's funny because, like I said, Jasmine, I told you I would talk about Kwame Brown a lot today because
Yeah.
it's amazing that I became under fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the questions, like I said, are what do you do?
Okay.
How would you feel if someone said these things about you? You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I'm like, well, I was an athlete, you know, so I understand that pressure. That's not the issue. You know, we don't talk about the pressure that everyday people go through every day
Mm-hmm.
that are not paid to go through it. You know,
I think it was just deeper than surface talk. I don't know for it to, cause I mean he's been hearing it for years. I don't know what is going on with him at this point, but that he's firing back. But maybe like he said, he's just tired. Like
yeah.
he
He
has the
says
right
he
to his own opinion. I think he dogged Charlemagne really well. And I'm a huge fan of Charlemagne the God, but what you dish out, you better be ready to take.
I wish that Charlemagne would have came back with stats as opposed to well, he already apologized, but I wish he would have came back with stats. You know, so like I make it my business to only talk about facts. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if someone asks me how I feel about someone, if someone asks me, do I like an artist,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I said a lot of times on the show, I like a lot of artists. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like how a lot of artists move. You know, I mean, hell, even me got King Von saved on my phone. I like a
Yeah.
little King Von here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the next man, right? But at the end of the day, if you ask me would I do a King Von type song or roll with a King Von type crowd, probably not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no shade to that group, but that's just not my thing. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, guess what? Y'all have put me in that group regardless
Yeah.
because I chose to rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because the thing is, because they don't see me go to a traditional 9 to 5, You know, they don't see a traditional road on it. You know, so it's like I automatically get compared to the elites, right?
So do you feel like he should have just not said nothing, like he hasn't said in years, or?
So my thing is this: I think that he should have said something. I don't think that it should be any excuses made as to what people are talking about, right? Now, Charlemagne should have got clapped on because you're talking about my personal business. If you saying I'm a scrub, if you saying I'm a bum, if you saying I was a bum, and you coming on the air and you like, well, I played 10 years. So you calling me a bum and I played 10 years and I played in my offense and I played in my position and wah. Okay, cool. Well, we have the position to address the fact that there were a lot of other players that elevated out of just their roles. You know, there were a lot of other players that played just their roles and won championships. Someone brought up to me Kendrick Perkins. You know, my thing is, if you play with two of the GOATs, you play with Michael Jordan, and after that, you went to Kobe Bryant's team.
Yeah.
So both of these guys are perennial champions. So it wasn't about you didn't have opportunities to achieve and to be great. You also had no obligation to be this elite athlete because you were never the best player on any team. You just had a lot of expectations on you because you're 7 fucking feet tall. Now, the expectation set upon me is only because of how I talk. Right? Because if I was out there, jump, like I sing, I'm sorry, artists, but a lot of y'all are goofy and corny, right? Because some of the things that y'all are doing these days to put yourself in position is very, very cornball, right? And honestly, I'm not talking about the signing y'all rights away. I'm not talking about the, jumping on any and everything to be hot. I'm just watching y'all people signing your damn whole life away with dreams of ambition when there's so much information and everybody out there telling you how to succeed in this world now. You still choose to take the ladder and look like a guppy. Now, the reason why this is so active to me in my bone is because I sat there and watched it happen with my own two eyes.
Okay, when?
I watched a grown man want a deal like a little kid. And I say to myself,
Okay, I want to hear this.
you're grown, man. And I didn't understand to myself. Like, people look at me and they ask me for advice. They ask me how. What can they do to make it to the next level? Now, to me, I'm telling you how to get to the next level as I take them steps. Now, my speed isn't your speed.
Right.
I'm walking up the steps or running up the steps or jogging up the steps or flying up the steps, however you guys perceive my motions to be. And it's your job to listen to how I got to the step that I'm on. And if you're faster, take your knowledge because you're getting it and go on past it.
Right.
It's not it's not your position to take knowledge. Look at that. Little
Daddy
gangster in the
working.
building.
Say what's up. Say hi.
What's up, little
Hold on, you gotta
doggy?
wave hi. Say hi. Look, they got it right here. They got the camera. Wave right here. Say hi. You gotta wave right there. Say hi.
Give us one of
Come on,
those.
let's
Give us
go.
one of those poses.
Say hi.
There it is.
Say what's up.
What's up?
What you doing?
What are you doing? What's up? What you
Man,
doing?
nothing much, man. We talking music. We talking music and position. What you doing?
Say in Dad's studio.
That studio?
You in the stew?
What you doing in the studio?
What doing in the studio? I can buy some toys.
Oh,
You heard
you
him,
gonna
right?
go buy
We
some
doing the
toys,
studio,
huh?
so we could buy some toys.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, you know
That's
what?
daddy.
You already got the business down pat, and that's what I'm talking about, little bro. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like even this little man got the business down pat,
Yeah.
and
So
and,
it's time.
and it's crazy.
I
It's
want
crazy
popcorn
because
toys.
Okay.
if Don P moves
Popcorn
and
toys
does the
in the
things that
back.
he do,
A
and he put
popcorn
him in
toy.
position, and his
On
son gets to a point one day, and he
a
looks and he
popcorn
says,
toy.
"Hey,
Okay.
I want to do like this," and he starts hitting these brick walls.
One popcorn toy in
We
Daddy's
look at
house.
we looking like, yo, what's going on?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You
Popcorn
gotta
toy.
be, you gotta be, you gotta be doing like this if you want
One
these
Yeah.
results.
popcorn toy.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
can't do like that and want this to happen.
Mhm.
It's like
Yo,
for those of us that can't
honestly,
dance, we have to move right. You know what I'm saying? But it's called the move. It's called the groove. It's called the flow. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's called the rhythm. It's a system.
Now back to what you were saying, people signing their lives away. Um, some people feel like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. If I don't do this right now, I may never see this
So
opportunity.
let me to answer that question though,
shit.
Jezebel. It is a once in a lifetime opportunity,
Sit on the floor right
right?
there. Sit it right
And
there.
it is if it doesn't happen when it's supposed to happen,
Hmm.
it may never happen, right?
That's
Right.
true.
But the thing about it is this: if you're running to a boat and you miss it, you're still further than you were before sitting there talking about catching the boat.
Mm.
But
Along the way,
what if there's no more boat? What if they shut that dock down forever?
at the end of
Oh
the
yeah,
day, this is the thing. Everyone's path is long,
it's true.
right? Everyone's path is a long path to the boat. We all have to catch the boat. Our boat we may miss our boat and never catch it, but in order to have an opportunity to get on that boat, there's certain things that you have to do and certain things you have to pass. And if you pass all those things properly, close enough to where you're able to even think about getting the boat, where you can see the boat,
Hmm.
then you're in position to be taking care of yourself
Okay.
with
That's
or
crazy.
without the boat.
Yep,
You see
Mark
what I'm
Twain
saying?
said that. Yep, that was a
So
saying Mark Twain said. He said the secret to getting ahead is getting started.
yep, yep.
That's the saying he said. The secret
It's
to
it's
getting
just
ahead
it's
is
just a
getting
fact.
started. Like my bad, y'all. It ain't much to it, but starting your process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
So
like
that's
it's
a
crazy because a lot of people I tell a story about the fat white guy who said I love music, I
kill.
love to rap, but I
Hmm.
realized no one wanted to look at me and no one wanted to hear what I had to say. So I started a publishing company. And I tell everyone that story, and I tell y'all that story because I want y'all to understand like that man realized when he got to the boat that he was never going to be able to get on it. His boat was
Right,
gone.
right.
For whatever reason. Now we all know the era when white people simply just get on in the music business as rappers is
Mhm.
kind of like G Easy maybe once in a lifetime, right? So if you
Right.
ever went on that boat, sorry, right?
Yep.
But he missed his boat. He realized it, and what did he do? He realized all the knowledge that he gained while trying to get on the boat. I can get other people on the boat from right here.
Yeah.
Like so, as
I
long as
create
they
my
made it to
own
the point
boat.
where they could talk to him, hey, I
Tyler
got you on
Perry.
the boat. Woo!
Yep.
He throw him on the boat,
That's
He's like, get
fire.
on the boat. Woo!
He
And
said
now
on the
he's
boat.
still in position, right? He's still in position to be on the boat because when his friends come back, oh, they're like, yeah, the boat ride's great. When he talking
Yep.
to them on the phone, they're all on the boat. So he's eating. He's seeing all that information and getting all that lifestyle the same way. So we can work all day long. Yeah,
Word.
we can
He
work.
said he
We
missed the
can
boat and rocked
we
the
can
next
we
one.
can we can we can we can translate however we want to translate the when you comparing us as artists.
Super sticky.
You know, I mean, we
Give me a kiss.
subjected to it. Like
Yeah.
Don P, how
Yo.
often are you subjected to the criticism? You don't even ask.
I don't even run my own social media.
Which I hate that, by the way. Let me tell y'all one
This
thing.
is a
right?
stone cold fact. And anybody who's
And yeah,
listening,
it is a
this
stone
don't think
cold
that you
fact.
could DM me, talk to me crazy, because I'm not looking. And let me tell you what's
Bruh.
crazy. And when they find out what's going on and they think it's important, or because they look at it through the course of the day and everything, you feel me? People like, how do you
Yes.
respond to me and you right next to me? Nigga, I ain't even see you move.
Bro, listen,
Because of that
let
reason.
me tell you something. That's why I hit you. I said, give me your damn number.
Yeah, you feel me?
Because listen, I learned this 2 years ago. I'm sending them messages, right? Because I wanted him to do this show, right? Now y'all gotta understand something. This is how. When I say
I'm
I
sorry
wanted
for
him to do this show,
laughing,
right?
but this is so true. What I mean by the
like
life.
artists like Don P, right? He's the type of artist that will come to the door too deep, make a phone call, that 2 turns into 4. They make a phone call, that 4 is to 10, that 10 is to 20. And then
It
it's
don't
like,
matter the
all right,
state.
we ready. Next thing you know, it's like 30 of them motherfuckers
Word.
moving in the
He like, yo,
club,
what?
and you like, all right,
The wrong thing to do is ask me what time I want to perform.
Wrong thing to do.
Because then you're going to have to pay me after that. Like, yo, this nigga done clocked in 60 people. You feel me? Done clocked in 60 people. I got to buy him a bottle of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, something.
So I'm sitting there like, sending the messages. Then his manager comes up to me. He say, hey, I seen the messages that you sent Don P. But you know, he doesn't look at these. You have to ask me. I'm like, bruh, get the fuck out of here. I said, wait a minute. You're literally running. That's you that's doing all this stuff on his IG. He said, yeah. So he's not seeing all these messages. So you have to. I'll see if he's available. I'm like, oh, I said these motherfuckers are upgraded on me. I said, damn.
Yo, that's just like this right here. Niggas be asking for a business card. I grab your phone. Look, this is the fact, right? So you can see. I grab the phone. I open it. Hold on, let me move this light. See, I don't even know if you can see it. Let me turn a little light. I open it. I put it to my wrist, and it'll scan it. See how I don't even see it. Know if you've seen it. It popped up. It scanned on the top, and I just press it, and my whole business card pop up.
What
so
the hell is
everybody
that?
who asks
tell us about that.
You got the QR business card.
The link business card.
It's like
it's bright. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I do that shit right there.
Let me see the wristband. Let me see the wristband. Wow.
You feel me? And I'm trying to get it to see. I'm trying. Hold on, wait. You know I'm a dinosaur. I told you.
So where did that go to? So what does that link take you to?
All right, boom. There we go. Okay, there we go. Right there. All right, let me do this again. My bad. See how it's regular, right?
I heard it pop up.
Nah, that's just messages. Yo, this should be jumping through the roof. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do it all. And y'all
tell them you on the interview. You can't be on demon time.
Yeah, facts. The only person I did tell that was my baby mother. That's why I put y'all on pause. So I'll go downstairs and go get her. You feel me? So look, everybody keep calling. You know what I'm saying? So boom, look. First thing you do, you link it. You put it right there to the back of it. It links it. You press it, and then your whole everything come up.
Bro, that is literally the
look on my music, everything, and you can go to anything. You got sticky fingers, son. Wipe it right here like a big boy. Thank you. Get kiss. Mwah. All right, go over there real quick. Look. You see me? And you just do it like that.
Camera. They would have screenshot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the screenshot of me. Come here. Come get daddy kiss. Give me a kiss. Mwah.
Y'all see how brothers kiss their sons? That's how it's done.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, come on. Let daddy help your hands real quick, okay? But
that is like
this is the most adorable
interview that we've done here on Boss Biz Radio.
And usually I don't even show people my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? People know that they ask me a year. My son 3 years old. He about to be 4 in August. Like, but the thing that I told you earlier, I don't usually share to people. You know what I'm saying? They don't usually see me. They see me every day outside. But what
Yep.
about the little, it's 24 hours in a day.
You hardly
You know what I'm saying?
you hardly ever
Plants
post
grow in
the
12. You're supposed to put 12 hours of light on it. You're supposed to put 12 hours off the light. So things like that, you know what I'm saying? Makes it properly grow. So I try to keep things off the light, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's
Facts.
unfortunate that I'm not with my child mom, but we cool. You know what I'm saying? She get on my nerves just like I get on hers, but we people. People be peopling. You know what I'm saying? People be peopling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we them. You know what I'm saying? So we just try to do it like that. Hold on, wait. Go sit on the bed right there
Nah,
by
no
daddy's
bullshit
blue
like
bag.
that. Did you see
You know what I'm
Drake?
saying?
Did you see Drake bring his son out on the Billboard Awards?
Nah, I ain't even see the Billboard Awards. That's crazy. Everybody's talking about that yesterday.
Nah, like so everybody know, young. I don't watch these type of things, but my
Me
wife
either.
do. You know what I'm saying? And like, so I did actually catch that Drake brought his son out. So that's another thing that we gotta thank Kanye West for. You
Yeah.
know, because we probably would have never got to see Drake's son if it
Ever.
wasn't for Kanye West.
What?
You know, so that's another check for the GOAT. The number 2 on the list all time, but the current living GOAT, Kanye West. You already know.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, do you see this new debate between
scanner.
good promo versus fake promo?
Oh yeah, I be saying that. How they be buying the views and all that.
Bro, so I love this debate because it's a rather thin line. Now, do you think that there's a fine line between where artists want to go, and the knowledge that they have to reach the goals that they want to reach? And when we think about the idea of promo and or
Wait, hold this over
fake
there.
promo, how does that affect you and your narrative, and where do you see that in that landscape of your career?
I don't really. First of all, I say I do not like fake promo. 1 second. Hold this phone real quick.
And when you say fake promo, define what you mean by fake promo.
Let's see it.
Like when people be buying their views, doing all these crazy ass things. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like stuff like that. Cause somebody told me that, yo, bro, I can help you blow, bro. I can buy your views and all that. I get 5,000 views. I said, huh? Hold up, what you mean? You could buy them and do all that shit? Other than with my manager doing the marketing and all that? And they said, yeah. I said, what you mean?
I can't do it.
He said, nah, people be on there, you know what I'm saying? Some of them don't be real, but some of them be real.
I can't do it.
I'm like, damn, they got
I can't
drones.
turn it on. I can't
They got, I
do
said
it.
drones, but droids and
Yeah,
people that be
bots, yeah.
clicking in and bots and all that. Hold on, can I hold this?
Now, how
Thank
do you feel?
No.
How do you feel that like
on this.
in the game, in the sport
Turn
of
on this.
competition, right? In the sport of competition, because this is what we're talking about. The reason why we are calling, again, back on Kwame Brown, the reason why we can call Kwame Brown a bum is because of his stat line, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
what's really
all.
a bum though?
No, that's facts though. But his stat line proved the fact that he was a bum.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
So for a person, let's just take it to a kid.
And he was 7 feet.
A kid right now that's like 9 years old, that's in the basketball, right? He never seen Kwame Brown play. And if he looks up Kwame Brown, he's gonna say, I'm not looking at this bum. He only averaged 5 points a game. Why would I look at him? When you say go check out his highlights, what? What are you gonna have 2 a game? 2 highlights a game, maybe? Right? So you're not gonna influence a kid like that. So when you look at yourself, because like I said, everyone is throwing me in the fire right now. I'm thrown in the fire and I love it. It's beautiful down here. I got this bull right here in the fire, cooling and blowing out smoke tatted on my arm because I love it, right? But I'm sitting here and I'm like, if you have to compete with these people, how does that landscape hurt you when people are going to say, if I have to listen to such and such or Don P, well, his stats is here versus this guy's stats who are here. And
facts. That hurts every time.
That really does hurt.
It hurt every time.
Like,
Not
now my
not my
thing
pride
is,
per se, but just shit, stuff like just stuff like they judging off of numbers and some of them ain't real. Okay, here, hold on. Let
nah,
Daddy
Don
fix it
P.
for you.
Nah,
Yeah.
listen, Don P. It hurts the pride, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, it
You
don't
work your
honestly like.
ass off. You work your ass off on a
But
project.
you still are though after that. You feel me? Like you
Yes.
still are after that, but it hurts because this is what they brain is trained to think, not you. They so
Yeah.
caught in the numbers and not that. Damn, this nigga will body the whole crowd right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
This nigga will body
Listen,
the whole crowd right now,
and
and
that's what's crazy
it's
because
skipped past because of what y'all want to see because of numbers. You know what I'm saying? But
and it's
before,
crazy. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Because like my goal is to show everyone how it's interesting that these narratives change
right,
when it comes to us.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And when I
right,
say us, y'all, I want y'all to understand when I say us, I'm talking about
right,
black entrepreneurs,
right, right,
young black entrepreneurs, old black entrepreneurs. When you are a black entrepreneur, the rules change. You know, but when you make it and when you make it, they kind of like act like they don't talk about these things. So me honestly looking at, let me see, bro. I respect how Kwame handled that situation. Regardless, yeah, no, that was the way Kwame Brown handled the situation is perfect. Like, and I want people to understand that when I'm talking, we have to understand that I'm bringing a full circle to a narrative, right?
right.
Because every day, independent artists are
Back up.
up against the
Go with
struggle
it.
of
Okay, Daddy
the
gonna fix
stat
it.
line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then now it's like you don't even know if an artist is really out here grinding. Rather, you can see an artist perform every day long, and you still don't want to believe that anything is real anymore.
That's like Graph. Like he do more videos. He's working everybody. You know what I mean? I don't understand like how his platform is not bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? When everybody else be treating it like that. Like yo, you know what I'm saying? And
Right,
he's relevant still right now without nobody else money, nobody else capital.
Mm-hmm.
right,
This
right,
is out of pocket. You did? Like
right.
he is still doing this and staying like this. And we're outworking him.
And
You
it's
know what I'm
sad
saying?
because how will he be ranked?
Yeah.
Right? It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like people ask me, do you think about your ranking all the time?
All the time.
I got
You know
this
what I'm
little.
saying?
I got this like I'm actually like charted. So people that don't understand that, like I'm actually BDS registered. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually see what my numbers are on the charts. So certain
Word.
stations, like on one station, my record is number one on the station. On one station, my record is number two on the station. There's another one, my record is like number 17th on the station. You know, but I get these analytics, and I'm like, how am I doing? You know, how's the
Yeah.
records doing? And then I'm thinking
Yeah.
about these things make me think about, okay, the next record that I'm about to put out, the next visual that I gotta put out, right? But yet I'm not judged by that. I'm judged by the definition of, are you good or are you not good?
Not absolutely.
But that's
Okay.
to who though?
I mean, it's up to the
Okay, man.
it's what they that the saying in the eye of the beholder.
So the
And
mask.
I don't think the beholder is God or Jesus, guys. I think the beholder is the person that's speaking to us at the time when they're telling us their rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's funny because I've been in studio sessions with some people that I thought were um the top echelons of talent. And they felt like I was the genius in the room,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I asked myself, you know, I always find that interesting. I'd be like, maybe I am the genius in the room. But no one,
You
no
are.
one, no one's
You
going
are.
around. That's not the
You are.
that's not the narrative, right? And like a lot of people, I look at a lot of
You know what
artists
makes it
that
more genius when you be one of the, you know, you be in the room. You
Yeah.
just act like you ain't one of the geniuses in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
So,
yo, it's funny, man,
so
because you are. You know what I'm saying? But you
one of my
so humble
friends,
about it.
I said out, I don't act like the smartest person in the room. And he said, well, what dumb person says the things that you say? Right? I just like to call it like it is because I realize that makes for better and more entertainment. I mean, would y'all watch me on this show every Monday? I don't even think Jezebel would have me if I sat on here and was like, I don't know why you guys are talking about Kwame like that. He was an NBA player. He made $60 million, and that's
And
great.
I think he's handsome.
He's great. Like he's awesome.
The point is, see, because the perspectives that I'm not into basketball like that. So the perspective I'm looking at it is from a mental health perspective. Like,
Correct.
okay, you're not this good, but now for years people keep telling you that you're not this good. Eventually, you're gonna say something. I mean, it's
and he should say something. You know, but what he should be saying is, listen, guys, I made money. I made money in the NBA. I had a good career. I wasn't good, but I got paid.
Why should he say he wasn't good? He should say I wasn't as good as you guys expected me to be because he could.
That's it right there. Dang, this is why you is Jezebel. Yes, that's what you say that again. That's what they should say.
See, but the thing is, like, the thing about it is, I don't want to hear him say that he's not as good as we expected him to be. Because if he expected to be that good, that as good as he gave us, then maybe he should have let somebody know.
You know who we need to be mad at? You know who everybody really need to be?
Michael Jordan again.
Because we believe in Michael Jordan. We still rocking all the sneakers.
I don't.
Some people think he just make sneakers, nigga.
I wear Yeezys. I wear Yeezys, John.
I wear Air Forces every day. That's
Jezebel.
it. Look. Look,
the Jezebel
bro. You bro. You already know what type of sneaker I ride. I ride AI. That's hometown.
That is so New York. That is so New York.
You know,
so hometown.
For my
AIs.
of Kwame, I had my snapping moment today, as you saw Six on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook.
Yeah. Can we take a second and clap up for your Facebook today? Welcome to the dark side.
Oh wow.
It's but so much people going, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point you're going to have to just speak your piece. So I'm proud of Kwame for addressing everybody, saying what he had to say. Yes, you weren't as good as they expected you to be, but you did make it to the NBA. So you
absolutely
should because like that can make people commit suicide. And
that's true.
That's where my heart comes from. As a psychologist,
I like to let people know. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody. One of my friends on Old Book, I won't say his name because that'll be a shout out, and he didn't pay me for that. But one of my friends on Old Book, he said something to me that was very interesting about my perspective on life. right? And I was like, well, I don't wanna sit up that joint and be like, this is condescending. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy made it to the NBA. Yes, I'm not comparing him to anything else but NBA players. And he said to me, I share too much of my personal life, right? So I told him that that's what makes me me. Now, I understand that if Kwame Brown is suicidal, but like my therapist told me in my time, I would understand that, but not that he is, but I would understand if he is. But my therapist told me the first step is acceptance first, right? So if you're walking around with a false perception,
Want chips?
right? If you can't fix that perception in your own self, then you're creating your own self demise. Like if you can just say I made it to
Go
the
sit on the
NBA.
bed.
So what? I made it to the NBA. Congratulations. Because at the end of the day, we can't argue that. Yes, you did. But don't you sit up there and
Yes, you
start
did.
bragging about how much money you made. You were the number one draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
Oh, okay, now I get it. Like you boasting, but you ain't even on that type.
I mean, you didn't do your job. You got a check. Congratulations. There's many people that get checks for doing jobs that they did not earn. But at the end of the day, if there was another available 7 foot guy, they would have given him a shot and not Kwame. Like and like I said earlier on this show, guys, he was 7 feet tall and black.
Tall drink.
So I don't know about what Jezebel is saying,
7 feet
but
tall
I
and
do
black.
know. But what I do know is that is what we call a high commodity in the NBA. And if we don't
That's sweet,
gotta
right? Look.
teach a big 7 footer how to just
A little bit
scramble
at
for
a time.
Kobe and get out the way, grab a rebound because you're 7 feet tall and you're taller than everyone else. Everyone is expecting you to be able to do these things because you have a basketball IQ. You're going to get opportunities, especially because you're 7 feet tall and black. Because mind you, if he was 7 feet tall and white playing like that, he would not have been moved around the NBA that much. He would have been out of it. They would have been like, you
Goes
know
back to
what?
what you said before. He was the guy at the job hiding, man.
Yes, they will take a 6'9" black guy before they take a 7 foot white guy. Hey, so shout outs. You got to get into our DMs and schedule those before the show. You know,
Please.
speaking of shout out to Pat of Pearl. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all go shop at thepadofpearl.com. And if you ain't visited success.com, you're lunching. Hey, so back on subject, young, because this is really a serious question. Because what you like you asking? What's making people snap? What's making
Yeah,
people go off the Richter these days? Will we ever get back to a normal where like and before y'all answer, like are we back to a normal in this circle of life?
I love
Or
this new normal.
is it a new normal or is it someone else's old?
For me,
Mm.
it's normal.
Look,
I'm
man.
scared of it.
Me too.
Like,
Not
listen,
me.
Jezebel, I can see why. Okay, listen, like, Jezebel, I can see how in this world we could grasp an idea of liking the new normal. But the old normal, it was something about it that now in hindsight feels safer.
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Because for me, the new normal is like us having to be hungrier, like having to really find your own way, having to know that you can't depend on nobody, seeing people's true colors because you're not where you used to be, or you might be better than you was before the pandemic. So I like that as opposed to the old where it was just like, oh, okay,
You're
only
around me
individuals get a
because.
job, or it just wasn't bringing out the true colors of you because
Yes.
it wasn't no hunger. So
Yeah.
right now, for me, I'm liking this. Like I'm cutting.
Like
Okay,
it's
I'm wiping
scary.
the plate clean.
It's
You ain't
scary from
overlooked
that
nothing.
perspective. It's scary from that perspective
That's
because
true.
even if I take a seat and Don, if you take a seat in that perspective, you right. Like
What?
that shit crazy, right? Because beforehand, niggas would be like just bobbing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas would just be like whatever until it's their go, right? And after it's done, they gonna talk shit about you behind the doors, behind the dark. They be like, "You that nigga was corn last night," but now that joint is like plain, open. You know what I'm saying? Like you are literally under a microscope, and it's crazy. You don't have to want to do nothing, but you under a microscope. It's soccer moms. It's soccer moms now starting businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's people that um have totally went PPP crazy
Mm-hmm.
starting businesses. Like, hey, they giving out money to people to start a business. Oh, I make. I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen this many talented people in my life. And then it's crazy because we see all the new this, all the new that, and no one is afraid to say, I don't like that. That sucks.
Yep.
You whack, you're corny. And you know what's wild? It's sad because people like Kwame, people like Johnny Manziel's and people like Jamarcus Russell's, you know what I'm saying? People like the one hit wonders and shit like that. These are the times that they're gonna start to be under exposure, under microscopes. You know, like artists are gonna be like artists are gonna start dropping albums in way further spans. Because they're gonna be like, oh, I gotta make sure I'm saying the right shit. I gotta make sure I'm on the right. I gotta make sure my drip is right. You know, like I gotta make sure this. The internet is a crazy place. Social media don't miss a thing.
They don't.
So it's like I'm like, man, it's like it was so much safer back in the day to just get in the booth and make a song and feel good.
You
But
still can though. I think. I just really think. I
nah,
think a lot of artists should focus on their fans.
nah. But do you know now? Instead of doing that, artists get in the studio and focus on is this a hit?
But your fans make your
You
song
on
a hit.
mute, P?
But fans make the music a hit. The more they
But
request, the
Damn,
more they
I
stream it,
hate
the more.
this touchscreen computer.
but let me tell you, like, what's
I didn't even know I
crazy,
was muted.
Jezebel? What's crazy, Jezebel? Because back to the good promo versus fake promo. A lot of people don't understand. Fans only make the music based on your stats.
What?
Right? Because at the end of the day, it's no way you as one artist and your team of 5 people can reach 10 million people by yourselves.
I think. Well, you're gonna argue with this, but I would
Unless you got
say
some bread and do a
no.
feature with Drake.
I I would say, and the reason, and I'm not using him per se, but his method. I would say his method. I I've been like I was listening to Dolph before he was even on any radio, but he don't get all that major push. But I hear him everywhere, type of stuff. So I think that came more so from his fans playing his stuff over and over and over again. So
Mute your mic, Don.
that blew up his numbers.
I feel
I
like
don't
that.
know. That's just how I
Like
look at it. But maybe I'm wrong because I don't know the ins and outs of it. But I think that's a good way to look at it. Is you really just gotta, if you focus on what everybody else is doing, you're
Now,
gonna
what
lose
was
track
that? What was
of
that
that.
artist? What was that artist that you said?
You know who I said? My
Now,
second favorite rapper, Young Dolph.
Young
now,
Dolph.
okay,
Young
and
Man is my first
now,
favorite.
the reason why I wanted you to repeat that is because he's on record explaining his process to creating a hit. Right now, we know that he has millions of fans, but yet he still realizes that he has to put a budget into his record, or it's a shit record, right? No matter what, because hits in
As
the
soon as I
real
finish
world
working, I'm gonna be
are
right there.
not
Watch TV.
done in the studio. They're done
Mhm.
after the studio. It's the behind the scenes stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That a lot of artists, when they say they have teams, publicists, they have managers, they have business managers, road managers,
Marketers.
marketing managers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Things like that. A&Rs. All these
ARs.
people get paid to make things happen. And people think that, oh, they just get checks to do nothing. Nah. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that happens after the record. But instead of thinking like that, artists are walking into the studio and before they record, they're asking, is this a hit? Or they're saying these words. I'm about to blow with this one. This one is about to change my
Oh,
life.
oh, this is it.
This is it. This the one.
This is the one.
So are you saying it don't matter if you think it's a hit or not? If you don't put the money behind it, it will never be a hit.
Facts. You gotta you
That's
gotta
exactly
you
what
gotta
I'm
invest in
saying,
yourself.
Jezebel. Listen,
You gotta
y'all.
invest in yourself.
Tatiana, a lot of people, if y'all don't understand this, look up Tatiana when it was on RCA Records.
Tatiana, that song
Yeah,
was the worst.
Tatiana.
look at Bust That. But you see, it was the worst when you heard it, right?
Right?
But when RCA heard it, they didn't even want it out. You would have never heard it if RCA had their way with it. But Cash Money West bought that record, and they said RCA bullshitting. We not. Here's a bag behind this record.
I'm on
Next
a
thing you know,
call. I'm on
everybody in the
a
world busted
call. This
down.
is my man from Atlanta. I'm on a call right now, but she had him downstairs. I'm on a call. I'm
All
gonna
right.
call you right
The
back. I
thing
love
about
you.
it is,
That's
we're
Come down.
cool.
Come down.
we're in a real world now, right? We no longer can play
I'm gonna call you back.
around with it. We no longer can play around with it. Listen, if a kid says he wants to be great, we're already telling him at elementary school if he on that process, if he on that path. You know what I'm saying? We listen, niggas will tell their, I'm sorry, people will tell their little nephews, their little cousins, you ain't trying to go to no league. You in here playing the game all day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to be. Listen, like what's funny is do y'all realize that? Remember when we got asked what you want to do when you grow up, what you want to be when you grow up? We said the things
Yeah.
like doctor, lawyer, cop, something
Psychiatrist.
crazy, psychiatrist, NFL player, NBA player, Major League Baseball. Today's kids, YouTuber, rapper,
Instagram
Rapper,
model.
singer,
singer,
Instagram
Instagram model.
model,
That's crazy.
influencer.
Yo. And it's crazy because, I've been doing that for a long time. People are just starting to catch on to the influencer.
I
Like I
mean,
got a
everyone is
11-year-old
realizing the
artist.
path.
Yeah, but this the thing. Like I didn't even have nobody to really teach me. I had guidance though and watched different people like Chaz. I was in Blackhead, had all them things in the past. You know what I'm saying? And being around and seeing them. But as an influencer, like people say it, but ask them what it really means.
Yeah, they think it's just a blue check.
That's it. The thing is just
They
a blue
think it's,
check.
they think it's just a
You know
blue
what I'm
check.
saying? Nothing else that goes with it. You feel me? They
But
thinking
the
it's
thing
just a
about
blue
it is,
check.
they're not even
Word.
influencing any type of change. They're just putting themselves in a position to be judged and talked about. And the sad thing about
Right.
it is, in today's world, it's like an encyclopedia. If you already done it, you on blast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I ain't heard a Milli Vanilli song in
Yeah.
years,
In
but we
years.
still, if we gonna talk about some fake ass people, they gonna get bored up. What was that
Yeah.
damn group that did all the faking lip singing? Milli Vanilli, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yo.
They ain't got nothing to
But
do with it. But this
yeah.
era today, we have to understand where we are, what we in. Like I know every minute that I send somebody a link to check out this show, check out my show, check out my music, check out my this and my that. I'm open now to whatever criticism that comes along. Now, I only ask that they compare me to actual people that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I
Word.
mean, if a
Word.
person look on my show and be like, y'all are you rapping like motherfucking the baby, you rapping like Lil Baby, you rapping like all these new niggas out. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on the right path. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what you
Right.
mean you got it? I'm like, you just said I'm rap. I sound like what's out right now.
But
Right now, you said I sound like the radio.
What the fuck you
Said I
mean?
sound like the radio.
I hear I sound like the radio. Right.
That's it. Right. That's it.
But there's a lot of odds that would like take that whole other way.
What?
Yeah, like
But
yo, like I don't
dude,
sound
really,
like nobody. I
dude,
sound like me.
most of these guys, they don't have no versatility with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they be stuck in one way and be that way. That's like what they say about battle rappers. And, you know what I mean? Like, thank God I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? So grateful that I can write songs with the same punchlines as the battle rappers, and you know what I'm saying, still had that same
Yeah.
effect. You know what I'm saying, with that same, manner, and be like, oh shit. Like I'm thankful for that because they say most of them can't make a song, but I only did that on songs. Like I don't battle rap, I never did it, but they be like, yo, my God, you don't think about battle rapping? I be like, nah, word.
So
Like
like, and I've
never
never battle rapped. I've never battle rapped.
right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like that was my
like
era, at the time when it was you go down, what? He's nicer than you. You go to his hood, y'all be rapping from day to the night, mad, blunts and all that. You go get a zip, and by the time you know it, that's your man. Now y'all traveling to other hoods and going to do it, but that time is over. You
what's
got 30 days
crazy
to
is
prepare to try to find everything weak about a person and discourage them. Like, don't ever do this again.
I'm gonna put
30
like,
days though.
hey Don P, I'm gonna fuck your head up real quick, right? This how I'm gonna fuck your head up real quick. Jezebel, I'm gonna fuck our head up real quick. Our friends Kwame Brown us every day.
you said what?
Our peers Kwame Brown us every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Every day, every single day. No lie, they do.
And I asked myself like, what
They
pressure?
do.
What pressure are we really under? Like, no one. I want someone besides Tony to ask me in my DMs what's wrong with me one day. Tony, don't you ask me what's wrong with me in my DMs. Don't ask me about okay in my DMs. But I want someone to ask me, am I okay? Is my
Yo, that's
mental
funny.
good? Because I'm under a lot of pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I've been called a bum by society. You know, I've been called a bum by society.
Welcome to the club, pal.
Yeah, Don Pete, we need to be on suicide watch because our dreams have been under attack. Our goals are under siege. You know, I mean, listen, look, Jezebel.
Let me
We
go ahead
got.
and have both y'all.
You can, because like it's funny because
Mhm.
I love here at Boss Biz Radio, right? A
Right.
lot of people ask like why we don't do shows every day, Boss Biz. They want us to do shows every day, and it's crazy because like I love talking to y'all on this show in particular because a lot of the things that I say during the week, I say them with the intent that I hope y'all paying attention because I want to come in here and explain to y'all these narratives. Like too many of us are looking at the narrative on the sunny side down. It's like
Right.
always the moon, always the darker side of it. And the reality of it is, if we acknowledge that we're in a real life, all rules off, all no holds barred world in today's world, we can't look for any salvage or any safety. Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. And we're all based on what we say we did, right? I mean, like, no one's going to say Jezebel cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Jezebel cool as hell. No one's going to say Sixxcess cool as hell. Don P cool as hell. So I'm about to go out here and buy everything they did and buy 1,000 copies of it and sell it to everybody and keep it for myself and put it in stock.
NFC shit. That's
They
it.
damn sure don't say they cool enough for me to share a link.
Word.
I mean, they don't even think we cool enough to share a link.
Word.
So I mean, I love it.
Damn, that's crazy.
but listen,
You,
like we at that crossroads because, like you said that you hate fake promo, and I want to ask you, how can you tell if it's fake promo?
I can't. That's why I only I started like, I know I know mad promoters, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did it. I started with the DMV area. Remember you know what I'm saying? I did the area and I did it for weekends. Bam, 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 you know what I'm saying? And only way you can
Yeah,
see me is if you came to see me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Word. Real talk. So that's how it
yeah,
became like that. Besides when I was out there.
and that's the crazy part. Like, you can't tell what you up against. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
You can.
bro, what's crazy is, so I moved to Atlanta and I came down here and I started like really going ham with talking to labels and meeting labels and stuff, right? And going to radio stations and talking to radio stations. And then a lot of them were asking me things like, "Oh, how do you do this?" I said, I do my own marketing. Wait, you do your
Right.
own marketing? So now I've actually transitioned to where, like, now I got artists that sign with OVO. You know what I'm saying? I got artists that
Right.
sign with
Right.
RCA. I got artists that sign with Jive Records.
Right.
I got some artists that sign with
Mm-hmm.
Universal. Where I'm running all the marketing
Sony.
campaigns, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got all
Right.
these marketing campaigns, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, like, I watch I watch their managers 10,000, 7,000, 5,000 on a record. You know what I'm saying? Some
Mm-hmm.
15,000 on a
Higher than
record. You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Word.
Nigga, Atlantic
Word.
record artists, that, like, you talk about artists like NBA YoungBoy, for instance. I'll just use him for instance. You know what I'm saying? 15K
Facts.
a month just for his marketing budget. You know what I'm saying? His marketing team, they
15K
sit
a
around
month.
and 15K a month, and his
Drink the
marketing
milkies.
team sits around and they just cool it all day long. And NBA YoungBoy walks in the room and say, "New single dropping at 12. This one, put it out, get it
Mm-hmm.
out there." You
And
know,
he out there.
and this video, drop this video tomorrow, get it out there. You know, and all he want to do is, when he wake up, that shit better say 10 to 12 million
Word.
views. You feel me? Because
Word.
if it doesn't,
Absolutely.
somebody ass is God.
It's on the line. Word.
You feel me?
Word. I'm
So
paying
I
for it.
mean, what? So I ask a lot of people. Like, I always ask, right? I'm like, man, listen, yo, yeah, the world is hilarious, but it's amazing what you learn when you're behind the scenes. You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
nothing's really real. Like nothing. A lot of things aren't really what they look like on Instagram. Anyway, like
Because the thing is, at the end of the day, like I said, this is what. Let me explain to everyone what fake promotion is versus real promotion, right? Because this is where I'm really about to blow y'all mind. Real promotion is after said work is done online, you hitting the streets, you performing your record, you meeting people, you letting them see what your marketing team is giving them, marketing to them, promoting to them, and you start encouraging that and you build your fan base. Fake
True.
promo is this artist that you never fucking see, you never fucking heard of, you never fucking and it's
Ever.
like you live right beside him, but yet he's doing all of these crazy, ridiculous numbers. You know, even on there, we're following you on social media. I never see you on the road. I never see you fucking interacting with fans. Something's a little fishy here. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So that's
Absolutely.
the only thing fake about it. That you're not doing anything to make this happen.
At all.
And we see it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, marketing and promo is only done one way correctly. And one man or one little team, you know,
Ain't gonna make
it's
that happen.
one man ain't gonna do it. It's one little team that makes that shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if that team ain't on point, ooh,
It's over.
sweet mama. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of artists
It's
out
over.
here be like, I'm by myself, I'm independent. These my boys. This my producer. I don't give him any percentages. What? No, he don't get royalties. With royalties, we don't know
Yeah.
anything about royalties. Well, I'm here to tell y'all.
I
Y'all
am taking
artists
out.
gotta
Cause you
understand.
birthday good. You
Your
said birth.
homeboys
That's a
will
good birth.
not work for free. You have to employ your homeboys. You have to make them make money or
Yes.
put them in position to make
Position
money,
to make
all
money.
while working for you. That's how it's done. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of y'all want your homeboys to be your damn groupie, and
Yeah.
y'all got to stop doing that. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Doppy, have you ever been in a position where someone wanted you to play the groupie?
Hell, yo, let me tell you, a security guard. You feel me?
Yeah,
Hold on, love.
yeah.
I'm on a FaceTime right there. I'm on a
When I
FaceTime.
first
I
started,
got the Lord.
when
Look,
I first started like rapping, a lot of
I'll
people
call you
wanted
right
me to
back.
just play the groupie role. And like honestly, because when I started rapping, I jumped over from the management side, like, yeah, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my friends actually, shout out Draven Knox, who said to me, you should do rapping yourself. Why you keep writing for everybody? And I was like, wait, maybe I should. You
Mm-hmm.
know, maybe I should. And I put out this first record, Loyal to the Game, which you might can find on SoundClick because I haven't took that down because I want to always remember where I came from. You know, and y'all can all go look at I was fat and everything, and I didn't know how to dress. So y'all can go look at that and have a good roast session. But also, I want y'all to look at that and see where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Because I took that package that I created in the beginning, and I walked up to that Sony's office, and I walked to Def Jam office, and I walked to Universal's office, and I went to the CBS Radio One building, and I went to the Radio One WPGC 95.5 or whatever that shit is, and I was like, play my record, and everyone looked at me like, no sir, no sir, no sir, and then that was in 2012,
Mm-hmm.
right? So fast forward to 2020, and now here I am. I know these things that I know what's called marketing, called promo. And now here we are 2020, 2021. I walk into record labels, I walk into radio stations, and I walk into these same places, and it's like, okay, we'll play this record. Okay, we'll take this record. Okay, we're putting this record in our pool. You know, okay, meeting is this.
Mhm.
Okay, here's an offer. You know, and when you start realizing that, like I tell everybody, I'm the test. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I have artists that are signed to me, and I had my first meeting with these artists when I signed them, and I said, listen, I want y'all to understand something. I'm a test. So in theory, y'all are a test. This may work, this may not, but
They
I
not.
need y'all to
Hmm.
trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said this, but I
Hmm.
need y'all to trust me. And all of them, all five of them, looked me in my face and said, look, we trust you, right? Here we are a
Absolutely.
year later. We're a small label. We cleared 10K a quarter. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? And that's like we consider we talk about a lot of numbers and things like that, but for five people to be clearing 10K a quarter, and that's all like work that we choose to put in between our market, our promo, our campaigns, what we got to put in between each
And
other,
how y'all
and
want to
now
do it?
we like, wow, we went from niggas that was making just pennies, you know, niggas that was
Free.
making nothing,
Paying to go to shows.
paying to walk in them, right?
Exactly.
So
Like this.
now it's like, hold on, we clearing this a quarter, and it only goes up if we keep working and we keep
That's
doing
it.
our thing. And so someone asked me, well, why would you turn down an offer? I'm like, well, if an offer is less than what I'm going to bring in a
Drink
year
your milk.
projected, then it's a bad offer.
Hot.
And I'll tell y'all, if you take an offer, that offer should set you straight for 5 to 6 years. So you have to project what you're
Careful.
making and say, I need to make this
Careful.
5 to 6 times over. And that's when you got yourself a good deal. Because the record deals ain't the problem,
We're gonna go
y'all.
downstairs and
It's
go food
you
shopping,
not
okay?
putting yourself
Drink
in
that milk.
position to work and move while you make that record deal recoup. Because y'all don't
Careful.
understand this business. but a lot of stuff y'all don't. And for that, y'all can inbox me. Now,
Later.
I gotta
Hold on,
say
sit
one
down.
thing
Daddy
for
gone?
sure,
Okay,
three
go
things
ahead.
for certain. If you moving how you, if you moving how you want to move, and you doing
Watch
how
this.
you want to do things, and you happy, by all means, be happy. However, understand something. In whatever game you choose, in whatever field that you choose to compete in, you are in a ranking system. No matter if you want to be
You
a
okay?
part of the game or not a
Kiss.
part of the game,
Kiss.
once you put yourself on the scale, you're in a ranking system. So
Don't worry,
if
it's okay.
someone says to you, hey, you've reached this level, but you're not good enough, well, it's not your job to argue and get combative with the people that said you wasn't good enough. Your job, if it isn't too late, is to prove that you're good enough. If
Word.
you've already done and walked away from your career, and I'm talking to a lot of you old retired rappers who like to throw shots at me on Facebook and old book, I realize y'all are done and you quit rapping, but when you're done, I'm sorry, you're still on that same rate book. Mr. Brown, you may have walked away from the game, but you still was a center in the NBA. All you
Right.
rappers that
Oh,
walked away from the
careful.
game, you still gave it a
You got the
shot. You put your
moves.
music online. You still put yourself on the ranking system. And if you don't want to be considered a bum, if you don't want to be considered a scrub, rewrite your history. Get to work and prove them wrong.
Yo,
Become a
Two
champion.
Chains. Two Chains started later on,
Man, like, hey, bro, like you, like
and he became
what's crazy is how many athletes have stuck around till they got it to win a ring. Look at Juwan
word.
Howard.
Word.
Look at Juwan Howard.
Word.
I mean, you don't have to walk away. Stick it out. Find a way to get better.
Thug it
He
out.
walked away. But at the end of the day, if I'm in this game and y'all think that I'm not adequate enough, you tell me because it's my
No, no,
job to
not that.
step my
Not
game
that.
up. It's
No, not
not
that.
my
Not
job
this.
to combat with
Wait,
you
look.
for ranking me and putting me in a position where you think that I should be. You know? Because at the end of the day, that's your job as the constituent, as the person that's out there to watch me. And it's your job to rank me. It's your job to rank. Like even on this show, I like to be compared with every single other show on YouTube. I want to be compared with. I want to be ranked up against them, and I want to be just as intriguing, just as interesting, just as exciting, just as controversial as the next.
Yeah.
I want when y'all
Word.
wake up Tuesday morning, Wednesday, y'all talking about this show, and I want y'all to come back here on Monday. I mean, and if you sit up there and you got something to say about me, I enjoy it when you say it because it gives me what
Word.
I need to work on.
Word.
But the reality of the matter is, that's what I do, and I'll be here each and every Monday. You feel me? So, like, now, Don P, you
Yo.
watched the show before, so you know, like, this is the time where we do the Huffleton Post. And I gotta tell y'all right now, y'all, it's on fire right now, right? So I gotta tell y'all, I have found Hufftopia. And when I say Hufftopia, I mean a place where no matter who sells there, who hangs there, who lives there, they are giving you Huff. And I mean, like, they don't even know that you don't got enough Huff in their system. They don't know that when it's too much Huff, a little too much Huff. And the thing about it is, I found this magical place that they promote their Huff as if other people wanted it and they had to get more, as if just saying they couldn't sell it and they still have it from 2 weeks before. I love a place like this. And I'm only talking about Flint Road. Flint Road here down in Jonesboro, Georgia. That is got the. They might as well just cut the place down. Just
Hey,
stop it.
yo.
Back there.
Somebody gonna cut the place down.
Everybody, let me tell you something. I wasn't
So cut
going
the
back
place
there. I
down.
stopped to buy some roll-ups. And I came across another guy.
He
And
like cut the place down.
he was like, look, bro, you straight? I said, yeah, I'm straight. He said, all right, bet. You know when you see a person with a bag of roll-ups, guys, you gotta stop asking are they straight.
When
You gotta
somebody
just
asks
tell
you
them,
if you straight, usually don't take what they offer.
If you got a bag of roll-ups, usually you are straight. But when I sat up there, and I was just intrigued, and I was like, but give me your number. Do you deliver? Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Georgia, y'all know 20 minutes turns into everything, right?
Yeah.
30 minutes, the beltway gets shut down, road gets shut down, anything, you on that thing. So I asked, do you deliver? He said, I sure do. I said, all right, cool. So now that's number 3. Number 4 actually on this trip, but to a different person.
Okay.
No. So I have officially deemed that street
Go color a
Huftopia.
picture for Daddy.
As a
Start
matter
hanging
of
it up.
fact, if
Start
I
hanging
meet
it up right
anybody
here.
on that street that
Color
says
a nice
that,
picture.
I'm gonna sing a new song
Please.
called Huftopia that I will be working on, and it's gonna go something like this. Do you wanna go to Huftopia? I don't wanna go to Huftopia. I don't wanna go to Huftopia.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on that record. Don P, if you want a verse on that, I don't want to go to Huftopia, so I will no longer. I have officially deemed Flintwood unpurchasable.
Man,
Oh
just
my God.
throw the whole Jonesboro away. Just throw the
Yeah,
whole
Hold
like
on.
Jonesboro away.
yeah, Jonesboro, y'all got the jump.
The
Y'all got the jump.
forgotten.
Yeah,
The forgotten.
The forgotten. It's stamped Jonesboro. It's stamped Huffington Report. You guys are officially on notice.
Huff City.
You got 24 hours to stop giving out tree.
The Huff.
You can no longer even sell rapper. You can no longer even sell rapper. You guys just gotta stop. And I want, if I find out who's supplying you guys, I want to let him know that he needs to stop. We're shutting him down. We're shutting him down. All right, Don P, what you got coming out, man? I know you said you're not gonna give us the date. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. That means that you're gonna do me like you did last time. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay on you because we need that album.
I'm gonna start dropping singles. I want to say August 25th. I'm gonna
Okay.
drop a single. So like I told you, each single gonna come out with a video. Yeah, that's pretty cool, son. Each single gonna come out with a video. So I'm gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I might give some sneak peeks on the other things. So as you see one, I'm always gonna lead you on to the next thing, so you know what else to look for. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna leave you high and dry like I did last time.
We getting you down to DC June.
Yeah, definitely.
I need you down there for my album release.
July 1st.
Yeah, but he need to get down there at the end of June so he can chill with me for a couple of days like that, man.
I got you already know I'm gonna have you right.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna get you right, bro. I can't wait till you come home.
Yeah, man. Cyber Diesel.
You already know.
Bring it on.
You already know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I do every
New York
time.
got some of the best diesel, man. New York got some of the best diesel.
Yo, we was like this, man. You already know what we're about to do. I don't even need to say it. So you know what's up. What's done don't need to be said.
Jezebel, what you got going on?
Give you a little package of that diesel.
I got you.
Jezebel. We got you. You gonna be there.
I promise.
Fridays, y'all will be back June 11th. Of course, we're getting back to the DMV. So, just getting ready for that. I'm excited. For your album, your project release.
Yes.
I'm very excited. But Don P, I do need you to tell everybody where they can find you at.
Don P 4B. Google it. Don P 4B on everything, every platform, every social media. I'm on Deezer, Spotify. If you want to look for the music, Google Don Paul, DON space PAUL. I'm gonna pop up. You're gonna see everything that I have out, which should be over like the bloop song. So go check it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I gonna tell you the number, so you go get that. And I got some heat. I got Six tell you we got some heat coming out together. So it's gonna be quiet storming. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't want to say that on live, but yeah, we definitely got to get that record done. That's why you need to get that.
Yeah, you already know. It's like, on.
Yeah, we got some sneaky stuff in the cut we working on. Shout out Paul, you know what I'm saying, for keeping us connected, because that's the manager right there. So, but yeah, man, June 6th, y'all already know. The album is definitely gonna be
Word.
dropping. So we're in full blown turn up mode. We are us Tauruses have decided to go ahead and start kicking down in June for a little bit. So y'all don't mind. We're gonna be turning up partying like it's 1969. So Friday, June 11th. Y'all already know
Yeah.
Boss Biz Radio. That's how we do. And at this
Yeah.
time, y'all J's should be done. Y'all should be down to your little roaches. And
Put 'em
about
out.
to
Everybody.
put them out in your ashtray and
Put 'em
get
out.
ready to roll up another one. Cause I know I am. And we out.
Bye, y'all.